We were gearing up for Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark.
Need to call you the female version of Steph Curry, or do I need to call Steph Curry the male version of Caitlin Clark? I mean, which one is it? Which one is it?
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark's. Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark's.
How good is Caitlin Clark actually? Caitlin Clark has totally become the face of women's basketball in recent years. Just her influence alone has put women's basketball in the spotlight like never before. And guess what? Now she's playing among the best female basketball players in the world at the pro level. Everyone's talking about Caitlin Clark in the basketball world, so it's only fair we give our 2 cents on just how good she really is. Let's delve into how Caitlin Clark rose to megastar status today, how amazing her time at Iowa has been, and what we think she'll achieve as she continues to develop in her basketball career. Caitlin Clark is like a shooting star streaking across the basketball skies, grabbing everyone's attention with her electrifying talent and unstoppable drive. She's not just another player, she's a game changer in women's basketball. From her days lighting up the courts at Iowa to now stepping onto the WNBA stage, Caitlin has shown us what it means to hustle hard and dream big. What makes Caitlin so captivating? It's her ability to make the impossible seem effortless, sinking three-pointers like she's flicking pebbles into a pond.
Coming into the game, Logo! Clark with a deep three. A good portion of her threes come from above the break. Here's Clark, still trying to find her rhythm. A deep pull, got it!
She's got that rare mix of skill, determination, and charisma that turns heads and inspires fans everywhere. But what's really impressive is how she's handled the spotlight. Even with all eyes on her, she's stayed cool and focused, turning pressure into performance. Now in the WNBA, she's proving she's not just a college phenomenon, but a force to be reckoned with among the pros. Her transition has been seamless, like she's been preparing for this moment her whole life. In a league known for its fierce competition and remarkable talent, Caitlin Clark is poised to carve out her own legacy. Caitlin's story isn't just about stats and records. It's about passion, determination, and a love for the game that's contagious. So, if you haven't been paying attention to Caitlin Clark, it's time to tune in, because she's only getting started, and this ride is going to be epic. There's no question she deserves attention for her basketball skills. She holds the record for most points by a Division I college basketball player, is known for her incredible three-point shots, and has a strong passing game. She led her team to 2 consecutive national championship games, although they lost both to LSU and the University of South Carolina. In the 2024 WNBA draft, she was the clear top choice in a strong class that also featured Angel Reese from LSU, Camila Cardoza from South Carolina, and Cameron Brink from Stanford University. When Caitlin Clark turned pro, WNBA attendance saw a significant boost. Her debut brought a surge of excitement and curiosity, drawing in fans eager to see her in action. Known for her dynamic play and record-breaking college career, Clark's presence on the court has been a major attraction. Clark has hit the scene at the perfect time, with women's sports gaining more public interest and engagement at both college and pro levels. She started raking in sponsorship money in college, thanks to name, image, and likeness opportunities. Recently, she even signed a signature sneaker deal with Nike. Clark is best known for her incredible scoring, with a career total of 3,685 points, surpassing Pete Maravich's legendary record. She becomes the all-time highest scorer in major college basketball history. Her passing skills are equally impressive. She's 6th on the all-time NCAA Division I women's list with 1,058 assists. These passes are just as jaw-dropping as her deep three-pointers, even if her scoring has been getting most of the attention lately. What makes Clark so incredibly popular is her unique playing style, her ability to shoot from anywhere on the court, her exceptional vision, and her knack for making jaw-dropping passes that seem to defy logic. It's revolutionary, and it shuts down any dismissive comments about her competition being weaker or smaller. Even though this unfair criticism existed before, her game proves how absurd it is.
Gets bumped, will take, and hit from three. Clark, Wheeler finds Clark from the logo.
Channel defense by the Sparks fans. 6 on the shot clock. Clark, a deep three.
She completely transformed the game's rhythm and appearance. Offensive strategies revolve around her unmatched skills as both a scorer and a playmaker. Defenses scramble to adjust their entire game plan whenever she's in play, resorting to tactics like the box-and-one defense seen throughout last season.
6 on the shot clock. Clark, a deep three. Oop, that in. She missed her first 7 and
a little later. The season's a bit more condensed. Good turnover for rookies like Clark as she weaves her way inside.
It's a game changer, reminiscent of the impact Michael Jordan and Steph Curry had in their eras. Her style is mesmerizing, capturing people's attention and holding on to it. Even more overlooked is Caitlin Clark's ability to distribute the ball. It's no secret that media rooms and millions of TV viewers tune in for her. She's a once-in-a-generation talent who has captivated basketball fans and non-sports enthusiasts alike. Whether at home or away, most fans sport her name and number on their jerseys, and her face lights up billboards and TV ads. But none of this, known as the Clark effect, would be possible without her Iowa teammates who have been by her side. While fans wear Iowa on their jerseys, Caitlin ensures the spotlight shines on her teammates whenever she can. After playing with the same starters for 3 years, she's taken on a leadership role with a new group, a major reason why Iowa is poised to return to the Final Four. Clark's ability to find teammates even when they don't think they're open makes everyone around her better, lifting the team to the top in title talk. She's the Division I assist leader for a 3rd consecutive season, averaging a career-best 8.7 per game as a senior and 8.1 over her career. Clark's ability to score from anywhere beyond midcourt and create opportunities for her teammates at a rapid pace makes her playing style a crowd favorite, easily understood even by casual fans. Her talent for sinking three-pointers from the midcourt logo has drawn comparisons to NBA stars.
Are they going to get the ball up in time? Clark for the win.
Icon for basketball ever since his days at Davidson. He actually was a big part in driving the game today, where the three-pointer is so important because Curry would absolutely crush the spirit of any team with the way he could score threes. Clark's game is very, very similar to Curry's. She plays in a way that many fans currently enjoy, and thus she was easy to cheer for. Moreover, her exceptional court vision allows her to whip precise one-handed passes to all corners of the court, making her incredibly difficult to defend against. Clark's biggest challenge has been adapting to the heightened physicality of the professional level. Lately, she's shown signs of frustration during post-game press conferences, openly criticizing what she sees as a double standard in the game.
Yeah, I think everybody's physical with me. They get away with things that, probably other people don't get away with. And it's tough, but that's just the fact of the matter. Is like, this is a very physical game. But yeah, I mean, you're going to get pressure. That's just professional basketball. So I think it is what it is, honestly.
I feel like I'm getting hammered, she added, following the team's defeat to the Seattle Storm on Thursday. I appreciate Christie getting a tech, too. You can be a massive fan of Caitlin Clark, I certainly am, and acknowledge that her stardom is the consequence of more than just her ravenous competitive drive, her tireless work ethic, and her otherworldly talent. Recognizing that social conditions and events beyond her control have helped her over the years doesn't diminish her greatness at all. External factors always play a role in creating greatness. You can also be a Caitlin Clark hater while acknowledging her transformational talent and impact on the game, and being enraged by it because she's not on your team. Clark's career-high scoring game happened against Michigan and Iowa City. On that remarkable night, she dropped 49 points, setting the official women's scoring record. This performance not only showcased her incredible scoring ability, but also cemented her place in NCAA history. I'm just really grateful, thankful for everyone who came out tonight and supports our team night in and night out. Clark told the crowd after the game, "This wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for these girls standing right here. My coaches, my family is over here. They let me be me every single day, and I'm just lucky I get to wear Iowa on my chest, and Coach Lisa Bluder lets me be Caitlin. I'm just really grateful, but we got a lot more winning to do, so let's go. The previous NCAA women's scoring record was 3,527 points, which two-time WNBA champion Kelsey Plum tallied during her time playing with the Washington Huskies. Clark was just 8 points shy of the record that time. The history-making bucket occurred just 2 minutes 12 seconds into the game. It arrived in the most Caitlin Clark way possible, a three-pointer from the logo.
Covered by Gabby Marshall. Here comes Clark. How will she go for history? There it is! The all-time leading scorer in women's college basketball.
A sold-out crowd at Carver Hawkeye Arena got to witness the special moment, and Clark immediately received a rousing ovation. Despite Clark discouraging it, Iowa coach Lisa Bluder called a timeout to give Clark, her teammates, and the fans a quick moment to celebrate. Clark didn't just break the record. She arrived to the game on a mission to absolutely smash it. She registered 23 points in the first quarter and went on to finish with 49 points and 13 assists. This was Clark's 12th 40-point game, as well as a new single-game scoring record for Iowa. The sports world, not just college basketball, has placed a bright spotlight on Clark. That could feel like a lot of pressure for anybody, even the biggest stars. But she's been embracing it all. Caitlin Clark is used to the pressure of a game-winning shot. Number 4 Iowa survived an upset scare against Michigan State with a 76-73 win on Tuesday. Hawkeye star Caitlin Clark ended the night with one of her most memorable plays yet. Clark hit a mind-blowing buzzer beater from the logo to finish her 40-point night on a high note, sending Carver Hawkeye Arena into a frenzy.
Are they going to get the ball up in time? Clark for the win! Yeah! She does it time and time again!
This was Clark's 100th game with at least 20 points. It was also her 4th consecutive 35-point game, tied for the most of any Division I women's basketball player over the last 25 seasons. As if that wasn't enough, this was Clark's 10th 40-point game. That's the most by any D1 player in 25 years. Caitlin Clark's jump from college basketball superstar to the NBA's Indiana Fever has been a bit rough. Over the past week, Clark has been even more of a mainstay in the media than usual. Clark was going for a layup late in the third quarter with Indiana in front 63-62, when Reese swiped at the ball from behind, hitting Clark on the head and sending her crashing down to the hardwood. After a review by the officials, Reese was assessed a flagrant foul one. Another incident happened during the third quarter of a physical back-and-forth game, won 71-70 by the Fever in Indianapolis. Carter shoulder-checked Clark from behind and knocked her down before the basketball was inbounded. The player was not reviewed by game officials and was called an away-from-the-ball common foul, but the WNBA on Sunday upgraded it to a flagrant one after a league review. After the game, Carter didn't answer questions about the incident with Clark, but made posts about it on social media. Clark said she was well aware of the physical challenges that awaited her in the WNBA. Maybe some people didn't know the circumstances, she said. Clark added, "You're starting a new chapter and new part of your career, becoming a professional athlete. It's not going to click overnight. That's not what this is." She's the Stephen Curry of women's basketball in the States. No other player is giving this effect. She's the all-time leading scorer in college basketball history. I promise you, though, if she had scored all those points on mid-range jump shots, or because she was an excellent post player, or because she got to the free throw line more than anyone else, nobody outside the women's basketball bubble would know or care who she was. She's getting all this attention for the same reason everyone loves to watch Steph Curry. Because she's routinely hitting ridiculous shots from the logo that nobody else can. The kind of shots that make you say, wow. This isn't rocket science. Someone is doing something that nobody else can, and making it look easy, and people are watching. Pile whatever other factors you want on top, but the shooting is what launched her into the stratosphere, and everything else is keeping her there. Same reason JJ Redick, Jimmer, and Steph all became household names overnight and took over the college landscape for their careers. Same reason they're still talked about years and decades after their primes. The best is yet to come, and we can't wait to see what's next.